This has been a rough week for Call of Duty fans looking forward to Black Ops 4. More specifically, the Season Pass model has returned, and in some ways it's even worse than it has been in the past. So on Monday, we got an announcement for the Black Ops Pass, and it did not go well with the community as one would expect. The pass doesn't have a price tag, but is said to come at a later date as standalone and will be included with special editions, which range from $100 to $130. The pass itself includes a 4th classified zombies map that some speculate will be a remake of the map 5 from Black Ops 1, 4 Blackout characters, and 4 additional zombies maps. But that's not all. It seems we will also get 12 multiplayer maps as part of this pass, and this seems to be the major sticking point in the community. 12 maps is even less than the typical 16 you would normally get with a season pass, and if you thought it couldn't get any worse, well, you'd be sorely mistaken, because we found out that you won't even be able to purchase any of the content from the Black Ops pass outside of the pass itself. There will be no individual DLC packs, and the only way to get those maps would be to either pay the full price of the pass, which is usually around $50, or upgrade to a special edition that includes that pass. I guess the one benefit of this is the player base will only get split once. You either own all the DLC or you don't own any. However, it comes at a hefty price tag and it's still a split in the player base. This kind of all-or-nothing policy on paid DLC is even worse than their previous Season Pass model. Activision seems to be trying to squeeze a little more cash out of fans of the Black Ops franchise, and I don't think Treyarch is blameless in this at all. Everyone was hoping, and I guess even just assuming, that Activision would follow the rest of the industry that has been moving towards a free DLC model, but it turns out they will just be jumping on the Battle Royale train and not the appeal to our customers train. Battlefield 5 is looking more and more like the better choice for gamers that want a visceral shooter experience. EA, the company that brought you Battlefront 2 and damn near broke the internet over how much attention it got over microtransactions, has decided to offer free DLC for Battlefield this year. The goal of this is to keep their player base tied together. They also decided to scrap loot boxes this year, which is something we know Call of Duty is also not doing because the special editions include COD points as part of the bundles. On one hand, we have Battlefield 5 with free DLC and one unified player base with no loot boxes, and on the other hand, we have Call of Duty with paid DLC, almost as much as the game itself, a player base split in half, and of course returning loot boxes. Activision is living in the past with outdated tactics to rake in cash from gamers. The problem is, if this works at Black Ops 4, they might stick to it for their future releases and nothing will change. Plenty of games are currently or will be offering free DLC in 2018. Treyarch's community manager has come out and said they are committed to supporting the entire community with a slew of free post-release content. Well, guess what? That's exactly what they did with Black Ops 3, except that content was mostly tucked away in supply drops, and the free maps didn't come until well after the game's release. The 2 maps they did release as free earlier this year are just slight alterations to existing maps. So with Black Ops 4, can we expect the exact same thing? I don't know about you, but I don't consider putting content behind a slot machine free content. Nothing about his post changes anything. In fact, it just reiterates everything we already knew. The attempt to douse the fire has only fueled it more with basically a non-statement. The outrage needs to continue until Activision and Treyarch see that their greedy practice isn't going to cut it anymore. Hopefully some bigger YouTubers and media outlets will pick up on it and spread the word that this is not okay anymore. Overwatch, another Activision title, already gives all post-launch content for free, so this wouldn't be a new thing for Activision. So tell me in the comments below if you're still planning on buying Black Ops 4 and the Black Ops Pass, or if you think this DLC model is outdated and Activision needs to get with the times and change. Be sure to like and share this video with as many people as you can, and I'll see you next time.